Chapter 12, Part 4, Individual Factors Regarding Stress. Remember, these lectures are supplemental to reading the text. Psychological factors. First, there's personal control. Research consistently shows that having a sense of control over a stressful situation reduces the impact of stressors and decreases feelings of anxiety and depression. If you feel that you can control a stressor by taking steps to minimize or avoid it, you will experience less stress, both subjectively and physiologically. In contrast, feeling a lack of control over events produces all the hallmarks of the stress response. The perceptions of personal control in a stressful situation must be realistic to be adaptive. Benefits of a sense of control are influenced by culture. A sense of control is more highly valued in individualistic Western cultures than in collectivistic Eastern cultures. Explanatory style, optimism versus pessimism. Psychologist Martin Seligman found that how people characteristically explain their failures and defeats makes a difference. People who have an optimistic explanatory style tend to use external, unstable, and specific explanations for negative events. People who have pessimistic explanatory style use internal, stable, and global explanations for negative events. Studies have shown that a pessimistic explanatory style is associated with poor physical health. Chronic negative emotions, the hazards of being grouchy. Howard S. Friedman and Stephanie Booth Cooley reported that people who are habitually anxious, depressed, angry, or hostile are more likely to develop a chronic disease. Such people experience more stress than do happier people. They also report more frequent and more intense daily hassles, and they react much more intensely and with far greater distress to stressful events. Cardiologist Meyer Friedman and Ray Rosenman described the Type A behavior pattern as a behavioral and emotional style characterized by a sense of time urgency, hostility, and intense ambition and competitiveness. In contrast, people who were more relaxed and laid back were classified as displaying the Type B behavior pattern. Don't worry, be happy. Friedman and Rosenman classified over 3,000 middle-aged healthy men, then tracked their health for 8 years. They concluded that Type A behavior was a significant risk factor for heart disease. Later studies showed that the most critical component of Type A behavior for predicting cardiac disease was his hostility, which refers to the tendency to feel anger, annoyance, resentment, and contempt, and to hold negative beliefs about human nature in general. High hostility levels increase the likelihood of dying from all natural causes, including heart disease and cancer. Hostile Type A's tend to react more intensely to a stressor than other people do. Because of their attitudes, hostile men and women tend to create more stress in their lives. Psychologists and scientists are cautious in their statements about connections between personality and health because many studies investigating the role of psychological factors in disease are correlational. Personality factors may indirectly lead to disease via poor health habits, and it may be that disease influences a person's emotions rather than the other way around. This concludes this part.